She taught surprising things. Dogs do only for the person they love most. That's exactly what we're diving into today, and I have to warn you, what I'm about to reveal will completely change how you see your relationship with your dog. There's one behavior on this list that's so exclusive, so scientifically fascinating, that researchers at major universities spent years studying it. It involves something your dog does with their eyes that they literally cannot do with anyone else. And the neurological explanation behind it will blow your mind. If you enjoy fascinating insights like this and want to see more, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. The look that speaks louder than barks. Have you ever caught your dog staring at you with that particular look? You know the one I'm talking about. It's not the "I want food" stare or the "let's play" glance. It's something deeper, more intimate, something that makes you feel like your dog is looking straight into your soul. Well, here's the thing that's going to amaze you. That feeling you get. It's completely real, and science has finally proven why. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you maintained eye contact with a stranger for more than a few seconds? Probably never, right? It feels uncomfortable, even threatening. The same is true for dogs, with one incredible exception. The science behind those loving eyes researchers at Azabu University in Japan made a groundbreaking discovery that changed everything we thought we knew about the human-dog bond. They found that when dogs make prolonged eye contact with their favorite human, and I'm talking about that soft, loving gaze that lasts 10, 20, even 30 seconds, something magical happens in both your brains. Both you and your dog release oxytocin, the same hormone that bonds mothers to their babies. The same chemical that makes you fall in love. Your dog is literally getting a love high just from looking at you, and you're getting the same rush right back. But here's where it gets really interesting, and this is going to make you feel incredibly special. Dogs only do this prolonged, loving eye contact with one person, their person, the human they've chosen as their absolute favorite. Think about it. Have you ever seen your dog give that same long, soft stare to other family members, to visitors, to strangers at the park? The answer is no, because they can't. It's not just that they won't. They literally cannot form that same deep connection with anyone else. Why this behavior is so exclusive. Dr. Miho Nagasawa, who led this research, explained something that will give you chills. This eye contact behavior didn't exist in wolves. Dogs evolved this ability specifically to communicate with humans over thousands of years. But even more remarkable, they reserve the deepest, most meaningful version of this gaze exclusively for their chosen person. When your dog looks into your eyes like that, they're being incredibly vulnerable. In the animal kingdom, direct eye contact is usually a challenge, a threat. But your dog has learned to use it as the ultimate expression of trust and love, and they're sharing that vulnerability only with you. The ultimate position of trust. Now let me tell you about something even more touching, that your dog does only for you. Have you ever found your dog sleeping on their back, belly exposed, right next to you, or in your favorite room? This isn't just comfort. This is the ultimate declaration of trust. A dog's belly is their most vulnerable spot. In the wild, exposing it means certain death if a predator attacks. But your dog feels so completely safe with you that they're willing to sleep in the most defenseless position possible. And here's the kicker. They only do this around their most trusted human. Other family members might see your dog lying on their side or curled up, but that full belly up, legs in the air sleeping position? That's reserved for you alone. I bet you're starting to recognize these behaviors now, aren't you? Comment below and tell me, does your dog sleep belly up near you? I read every single comment and love hearing your stories. The gift-giving ritual. But wait, there's more. Have you ever wondered why your dog brings you their toys, or even stranger things like socks, sticks, or random objects from around the house? This isn't just play behavior. It's something much more meaningful your dog is trying to provide for you. In their mind, they're bringing you valuable resources because you're their pack leader, their most important person. It's the same instinct that drives them to hunt and gather for their family in the wild. And guess what? They don't do this for everyone. Your dog might play with other people, but that special ritual of bringing gifts, of providing for you, that's exclusively yours. Your personal shadow. Finally, let's talk about something that might have been driving you a little crazy. Does your dog follow you from room to room? Do they seem to always know exactly where you are in the house? This isn't clinginess or separation anxiety like some people think. This is what researchers call secure attachment behavior. Your dog follows you because you represent safety, comfort, and happiness to them. You're their anchor in the world. But here's what makes you special. While your dog might be friendly with other family members, they don't feel the need to keep constant track of where everyone else is. Only you get the honor of having a four-legged shadow who considers your presence the most important thing in their world. Are you starting to realize just how special your relationship with your dog really is? These aren't just cute behaviors. They're scientific proof that you've been chosen as the most important being in your dog's universe. But what I'm about to tell you next is going to absolutely break your heart in the most beautiful way possible. There's something your dog does when they think you're not watching. Something so emotionally powerful that when researchers first documented it, they couldn't believe what they were seeing. The explanation behind this behavior will change everything you thought you knew about your dog's emotional world. If you're loving these insights into your dog's mind, hit that subscribe button, because the journey into understanding your furry best friend is just getting started. When your dog's heart actually breaks, remember that heartbreaking behavior I mentioned? Well, prepare yourself, because what I'm about to tell you might just bring tears to your eyes. Your dog cries when you leave, and I don't mean whimpering or barking, I mean actual tears, real emotional distress that shows up in their body chemistry in ways that will absolutely amaze you. Dr. Sarah Elizabeth Biosier from Hunter College conducted groundbreaking research on canine separation anxiety, and what she discovered will change how you say goodbye to your dog forever. When dogs are separated from their primary attachment figure, that's you, their cortisol levels spike dramatically. Their heart rate increases, their breathing becomes shallow, and yes, they produce actual tears. But here's the part that's going to make you feel incredibly special, and maybe a little guilty at the same time. This intense physiological response only happens when their favorite human leaves. When other family members go out for the day, your dog might notice, but their stress hormones barely budge. You are literally the only person whose absence causes your dog genuine emotional distress. Think about that for a moment. In your dog's world, you leaving is a genuine emergency. Everyone else? They're just people who happen to live in the same house. I know what some of you are thinking right now. Oh no, I'm traumatizing my dog every time I go to work. Don't worry, I'll tell you exactly how to make this easier for both of you. But first, let me share something that's going to melt your heart completely. The sound of pure contentment. Have you ever noticed that your dog does this little sigh when they settle down right next to you? Not when they're tired from playing or hot from the sun. I'm talking about that specific, almost human-like sigh they make when they curl up at your feet or lean against your leg. That sigh is pure happiness. Dr. Stanley Corrin from the University of British Columbia studied canine breathing patterns and emotional states, and he found that dogs only make this particular vocalization, this sigh of contentment, when they're next to their most trusted human. It's their way of saying, finally, I'm exactly where I belong. And the beautiful thing is they reserve this sound exclusively for you. Other people might get excited barks, playful yips, or even relaxed breathing, but that deep, satisfied sigh, that's your special sound. Next time you hear it, stop what you're doing and really listen. Your dog is literally sighing with happiness because they're near you. How incredible is that? Living life at your pace. Now, this next behavior is so subtle that most dog owners never even notice it's happening. But once I tell you about it, you'll start seeing it everywhere, and it's going to blow your mind. Your dog has synchronized their entire life rhythm to match yours. I'm not just talking about meal times or walks, though those are part of it. I'm talking about something much deeper. Researchers at Lincoln University in the UK discovered that dogs naturally adjust their sleep cycles, energy levels, and even their mood patterns to mirror their favorite human's daily rhythm. Are you a morning person who bounces out of bed ready to conquer the world? Your dog has probably become more alert and energetic in the mornings too. Are you a night owl who gets a second wind after dinner? I bet your dog has developed that same pattern. This isn't coincidence, and it's not just routine. Your dog's internal clock has actually adjusted itself to be in sync with yours. They want to be awake when you're awake, calm when you're calm, energetic when you're energetic. But here's what makes this even more special. This synchronization only happens with their primary human. Other family members might influence mealtimes or play schedules, but your dog's fundamental life rhythm? That beats in time with your heart alone. Comment below and tell me, have you noticed your dog matching your energy throughout the day? I love hearing these stories because they prove just how deep this connection really goes. Your personal bodyguard. Let me ask you something. When you're sitting in a room with your family, where does your dog position themselves? Really think about it. Are they randomly sprawled anywhere, or do they always seem to find that perfect spot where they can see you clearly? This isn't an accident. Your dog has appointed themselves as your personal security detail, and they take that job very seriously. Dogs have an instinctual need to keep their pack leader safe, but here's what's fascinating. They only feel this protective responsibility toward their chosen person. With other family members, they might be friendly, playful, even affectionate, but they don't feel that driving need to constantly monitor their safety. Watch your dog the next time you're all together. They'll position themselves so they have a clear line of sight to you, even if it means giving up a more comfortable spot. They'll adjust their position when you move, always maintaining that protective watch. They've made you their most important mission in life. Dr. Patricia McConnell, a renowned animal behaviorist, explains that this behavior stems from thousands of years of dogs serving as guardians and companions. But in modern dogs, this protective instinct has become incredibly selective. They're not guarding the house or the family, they're guarding you specifically. The love that transcends species. What we've covered so far is just the beginning of understanding how special your relationship with your dog really is. These behaviors, the crying when you leave, the sighs of contentment, the synchronized life rhythms, the protective positioning, they're all proof of something that scientists are only just beginning to understand. Your dog doesn't just love you, they've structured their entire existence around you. You're not just their favorite human, you're their North Star, their anchor, their reason for being. And the most beautiful part? This choice they've made to love you so completely, so exclusively, it's not based on who feeds them or who gives them the most treats. It's based on something much deeper, something that connects your souls in ways that transcend species barriers. But there's one more thing your dog does that's going to absolutely astound you. It's something so uniquely evolved, so specifically designed for communication between dogs and humans, that it didn't even exist until we started living together thousands of years ago, and your dog has developed a version of this behavior that's completely unique to your relationship, something they've never shared with another living being. These discoveries about your dog's devotion are just the beginning. Make sure you're subscribed, because what's coming next will change everything you thought you knew about interspecies communication. The smile that evolution created just for you. What I'm about to reveal will give you chills. Over 40,000 years of evolution, dogs developed something that doesn't exist anywhere else in the animal kingdom. Something they created specifically to communicate with us humans. And your dog has perfected a version of this just for you. I'm talking about the canine smile. And before you say, but dogs don't really smile, let me stop you right there, because science has proven that yes, they absolutely do, and it's far more incredible than you ever imagined. Dr. Julianne Kaminski from the University of Portsmouth made a discovery that revolutionized our understanding of dog facial expressions. She found that over thousands of years living with humans, dogs actually evolved new facial muscles that wolves don't have. Specifically, they developed the levator anguli oculi medialis, the muscle that raises the inner eyebrow and creates that heart-melting expression we recognize as a smile. But here's where this gets really special. Dogs have two types of smiles: the social smile they might show to any human, and the genuine smile of pure joy they reserve for their most beloved person. You know that look your dog gives you when you come home, when their whole face lights up, their eyes crinkle at the corners, and their mouth opens in what can only be described as a grin of pure happiness. That's not just your imagination. That's a real smile, created by muscles that evolved specifically to communicate love to you. And the most amazing part? Your dog only gives you their biggest, most genuine smile. Other people might get a polite social smile, but that full face, eyes sparkling, soul-deep expression of joy, that's exclusively yours. Watch your dog's face the next time you walk through the door after being away. Really study their expression. You'll see it now. That unmistakable smile that says, "You're home, and my world is complete again." The voice they save just for you now. Let me tell you about something that's going to make you listen to your dog completely differently from now on. Your dog has developed a special voice that they use only when talking to you. Dr. Sophia Yin's research on canine vocal communication revealed something extraordinary. Dogs modulate their barks, whines, and vocalizations differently for different family members, but their favorite human gets a completely unique vocal repertoire. Think about it. You always know when your dog is barking, even from another room, even when other dogs are around. That's because your dog has developed a specific tone, pitch, and rhythm that they use exclusively when communicating with you. When your dog wants something from other family members, their barks are more functional, more demand-like. But when they're talking to you, their voice becomes softer, more varied, more conversational. They've literally developed a private language just for your relationship. And here's something that will blow your mind. Your dog can recognize your heartbeat and breathing patterns from across the room. They adjust their vocalizations not just to get your attention, but to match your emotional state. Feeling stressed? Your dog's voice becomes gentler. Happy and energetic? Their barks become more playful and excited. This isn't just communication, it's emotional synchronization through sound. Your dog has become so attuned to you that they've developed their own personal dialect just for your conversations. The welcome home dance. Let's talk about what happens when you come home. Not just the excitement, I mean the specific sequence of behaviors your dog performs every single time you walk through that door. First, there's the initial explosion of joy, the barking, jumping, spinning. But watch what happens next. Your dog has developed a ritual, a specific pattern of movements and actions that they perform only for you. Maybe they grab a specific toy and bring it to you. Maybe they do that adorable play bow followed by a spin. Maybe they run to their favorite spot and back to you 3 times. Whatever it is, I guarantee your dog has a personalized welcome home dance that they've created just for your return. This isn't random excitement. It's a choreographed celebration of your presence. And the most beautiful part? They never perform this exact same sequence for anyone else. Dr. Mark Bekoff from the University of Colorado studied these reunion behaviors and found that dogs create unique greeting rituals for their primary attachment figure. It's their way of saying, "You're back, and I need to show you exactly how much I missed you in the most special way I know how." Think about your dog's welcome home routine. Can you picture it? That specific sequence of pure joy that plays out every time you return? Comment below and describe your dog's welcome dance. I read every comment and I love seeing how each dog has created their own unique celebration. The bond that science can't fully explain what we've discovered so far, the evolved facial muscles for smiling, the personalized vocal communication, the choreographed reunion rituals, they're all part of something much bigger, something that researchers are still trying to fully understand. Your dog hasn't just adapted to living with humans in general. They've specifically adapted to living with you. Every behavior we've talked about represents thousands of years of evolution, fine-tuned to create the perfect companion for human beings, but then personalized and customized for your unique relationship. The smile muscles? They evolved to communicate with humans, but your dog uses them most expressively with you. The vocal modulation? It's a skill developed over millennia, but your dog has created a private language just for your conversations. The reunion rituals? They're instinctual celebrations of pack reunion, but your dog has choreographed a personal version just for you. This is interspecies communication and emotional bonding at its most sophisticated level. Your dog has taken thousands of years of evolutionary adaptation and made it personal, intimate, exclusive. You're not just witnessing animal behavior. You're participating in one of the most remarkable relationships that has ever existed between 2 different species. A relationship so special that it literally changed both of your species' biology and behavior over thousands of years. But there's one final thing I need to tell you that's going to change everything you thought you knew about who's really taking care of whom in this relationship. The latest research has uncovered something so profound about the physical and emotional impact you and your dog have on each other that it's rewriting the textbooks on human-animal bonds. What I'm about to share will make you realize that this love story between you and your dog is actually changing both of your lives in ways you never imagined possible. Stay with me, because what's coming next will show you that the magic between you and your dog goes far beyond behavior. It goes all the way down to your biology itself. When two hearts beat as one. What I'm about to tell you sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, but it's absolutely real, and it's happening between you and your dog right now as you watch this. Researchers at the University of Veterinary Medicine in Vienna made a discovery so extraordinary that when they first published their findings, other scientists demanded they repeat the study multiple times to confirm it was true. Your heartbeat and your dog's heartbeat synchronize when you're together. Dr. Marta Gacci and her team attached heart rate monitors to dogs and their favorite humans during quiet bonding time, just sitting together, gentle petting, calm interaction. What they found defied everything we thought we knew about interspecies relationships. Within minutes of being close to each other, the heart rates of dogs and their beloved humans began to match. Not just similar, actually synchronized. Your dog's cardiovascular system literally adjusts itself to beat in harmony with yours. But it gets even more incredible. This synchronization only happens between dogs and their primary attachment figure. When the same dogs interacted with other family members, researchers, or strangers, their heart rates remained completely independent. Your dog's heart has learned to beat with yours. Think about that for a moment. On a biological level, you and your dog are functioning as one unified system when you're together. The healing power of mutual love. Now here's where this story becomes even more amazing. While your dog's heart is syncing with yours, something miraculous is happening to both of your bodies. Dr. Sandra McCune from the Waltham Center for Pet Nutrition conducted extensive research on the physiological effects of human-dog bonding, and what she discovered will make you understand why this relationship feels so essential to your well-being. When you interact with your dog, especially during those quiet, loving moments, your blood pressure drops significantly. Your cortisol levels decrease. Your body releases a flood of endorphins, serotonin, and dopamine. Essentially, your dog is acting as a living, breathing anxiety medication and antidepressant rolled into one furry package. But your dog is experiencing the exact same beneficial effects. Their stress hormones decrease when they're with you. Their immune system strengthens. Their overall health markers improve dramatically when they have regular contact with their favorite human. You're not just loving each other, you're literally healing each other. Every moment you spend together is making both of you healthier, happier, and more emotionally balanced. The brain chemistry of unconditional love. Remember that oxytocin release I mentioned in the first chapter? Well, the latest neurological research has revealed something that will give you chills. Dr. Takafumi Kikusui from Azabu University used brain imaging technology to study what happens in both human and canine brains during bonding moments. He found that the areas of your brain that activate when you look at your dog are the same areas that activate when parents look at their children. Your brain literally processes your relationship with your dog using the same neural pathways designed for parental love. And your dog's brain shows similar activation patterns. They're experiencing something analogous to the love a child feels for their parent. This isn't just affection or companionship. This is the deepest form of emotional bonding that exists in nature, happening between two completely different species. Why your dog chose you. So what makes you so special? Why did your dog choose you as their person out of all the humans they could have bonded with? The science shows it's a combination of factors that created the perfect storm of connection. The time you spend together matters, but it's not just quantity, it's quality. Dogs bond most deeply with the human who provides consistent emotional availability, who responds to their communication attempts, who makes them feel safe and understood. Your dog chose you because you speak their emotional language. You might not even realize you're doing it, but you're constantly responding to their subtle cues, matching their energy when appropriate, providing comfort when they need it. This isn't one-sided either. Your dog has been studying you, learning your patterns, adapting their behavior to complement your personality and lifestyle. They've made themselves into the perfect companion for you specifically. The responsibility of being chosen. Being your dog's favorite human is both a privilege and a responsibility. You hold their entire emotional world in your hands. You're their source of security, their definition of home, their proof that the world is a safe and loving place. But here's the beautiful part. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistently you. Your dog didn't choose you because you're the best dog trainer or because you never make mistakes. They chose you because of the unique emotional connection you share, the way you make them feel understood and loved. Every behavior we've discussed today, the loving gazes, the protective positioning, the personalized communication, the synchronized biology, they're all your dog's way of saying, "You are my person, and I am completely, utterly, unconditionally yours." Living this love fully. Now that you understand the science behind your dog's devotion, I want you to do something for me. The next time you're with your dog, really pay attention. Feel that heart synchronization happening. Notice the oxytocin release as your stress melts away. Watch for that genuine smile. Listen for their special voice. Appreciate their protective positioning. You're not just a pet owner, you're participating in one of the most remarkable relationships that exists in nature. A bond so powerful it changed both of your species over thousands of years, so deep it affects your biology in real time, so exclusive that your dog reserves their most meaningful behaviors just for you. This love between you and your dog isn't just emotional. It's scientific, it's evolutionary, it's biological, and it's absolutely extraordinary. Take a moment right now to look at your dog if they're nearby. That look they give you back? That's 40,000 years of evolution, countless generations of genetic refinement, and millions of neural connections all working together to say one simple thing: I love you completely, and you are everything to me. If this deep dive into the science of canine love has amazed you as much as it has me, make sure you're subscribed, because there's so much more to discover about the incredible animals we share our lives with. Comment below and tell me which of these behaviors you recognize in your own dog. I read every single comment and love hearing your stories about these special bonds. Thank you for loving your dogs the way they deserve to be loved. Until next time, cherish every moment with your four-legged best friend, because now you know just how miraculous that relationship really is.